Young and free like 93. Everybody's looking like they're on TV, and we're binging on our uppers like we're real celebrities. Colored lines black around your eyes, besides a little bit of blood. You know, looks fine. Just keep touching your love, so I'm sure you're still alive.
Are we good to go?
Yes. It's so stupid. I don't.
What is that? I saw that too, the purple thing?
It's like a verified badge on Twitter.
Oh, they started doing that. I noticed that.
But every partner
yesterday.
streamer has it, so we have it, but you have to turn it on. I'm like, why would we turn it on?
Goodness.
What are we
Are you
doing
okay?
over there?
You just took a face dive.
Wait, did he make a mistake
tripped.
or did he do something stupid?
No, he tripped.
Okay. I thought he was trying to do like the Mission Impossible.
No, he totally tripped.
Yeah, I'm still gonna blame you. Myron, watch where you're going, dude. It's a place of business, not a fucking rough, rowdy house for horsemen.
So this verified thing
Horsey
is
horsey
new?
horseplay. What?
The badge, the verified thing?
Yeah, you can Twitch has made a lot of changes recently. I feel many different ways about it. But the verified badges, I don't necessarily understand why they did that one. Because
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know I don't understand that in the Twitch world. I get it in for the Twitter world, but I don't.
Yeah, because
Facebook
Twitter
world.
is supposed to be a place where, if someone were to say something, you would. I guess it's so people in chat. The real reason verified badges, it's not, but the real reason Twitter and Twitch say verified badges exist is if somebody makes a similar looking or sounding account, that they know that the real one. So if someone makes Taylor Swift is actually Taylor Swift _13 or whatever. If someone has the name Taylor Swift and it's not actually Taylor Swift, and someone with the name @Taylor Swift posts, it's so people don't think it's actually her.
Yeah, it's to protect the fraud, the people pretending to be you.
So yeah, there's a guy in our chat I know named Nickelodeon, and he just has the name Nickelodeon. It's not actually Nick. So it would be oh, is that actually Nickelodeon? Oh, I see there's not a check mark. But I feel like it doesn't even really work on Twitter.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, it's just kind of like a status thing. It's a lot so people can feel better and more professional and famous, I guess, to get a check mark. So I see a lot of people thinking the same way about, about Twitch chats, and if someone with a verified badge comments in your Twitch stream, in your smaller Twitch stream, you'll be like, ooh, cool, cool people are watching me. So that's why I'm kind of
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Do we need to turn it on? Probably not. Whenever I've commented I said Moobot's verified, that's why we're talking about it.
But Moobot's a bot. Why need to verify a bot?
I don't know. And my other thing is who is it to say that Taylor Swift is the real Taylor Swift? And if some other person named Taylor Swift is named Taylor Swift, why is real Taylor Swift more important
You're right.
than someone else whose last name is Taylor Swift?
Same name.
Will Smith is a very common name.
Yeah.
The guy who has the tag @Will Smith is not the Will Smith, so he's not verified. But he is a guy.
Yeah.
He's a guy who does the what's it,
Everyone
smoosh
should
or
be
whatever.
verified.
So it's confirm that it's you. And to get confirmed, you not only have to send a picture of your license to confirm this is your name.
You gotta go thank your priest.
But you also, what?
Oh, Jesus! Ha! That bit my ass just now! What the fuck?
Quick, drop it on the ground.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I don't know if that was a shock or a pinch.
Or my genitals. I left them over. Yep, they're little boink.
Really uncomfortable.
What? Yeah, there's a little wire on there that might get you. Where did it get you?
Right on my butt cheek.
What was
it? I don't know if it was.
This?
I don't know. It felt like either a pinch or a shock. It's radiating a little bit. I don't know. I don't think it's a shock.
Looks like you'll have to show me so I make sure that it's not
probably this.
broken.
It somehow pinched my booty. I don't know. We're good. We're good.
Just need to make sure that nothing got injured. So yeah, I don't get it. Moobot verified. Now I need to get off?
Okay.
No,
Sure.
hold on.
Bye.
No, that's not. No, now I just got on. Now I need to get off. If you just read that second sentence, it's a little bit suspect. But he said, "No, I just got on, and now I need to get off."
I see.
Is he still talking about jerking off though?
I'm gonna say yes.
Is Alex really Alex? Tell us how you are skinny person. I don't know. How do you feel about? There's people in chat here. We should probably get the YouTube chat up on here. I should probably read that because that's where everyone's watching this. But we're looking at the Twitch one right here. Someone said Erin's butt now gets HBO.
That, yeah.
Or it's a spider butt. You can shoot web from it. You got bit by a spider.
You ever got bit by a spider?
Probably all the time. I'm constantly covered in spiders when I go home.
Yee.
I've just accepted it.
Yeah.
So I'm
They're
not
not
too
all
concerned
bad.
about it. What, spiders? Yeah. And they just live on various parts of my body, crawl out of my mouth, my ears, my eyes. I did see a cockroach yesterday. Which
Tell
really concerned me.
everyone about that.
I wanted to save it. I feel like Kevin would make a lot of fun of me on front page. I was going to save it. But no one's
save
chatting
it
on
for
YT.
front
Well, then
page.
fuck it.
On YouTube. Stay here. Stay here.
So last night I was getting ready for bed, way too late because I was working on the show, and I like walked into my bathroom and I saw this cockroach in my bathroom.
How
in
big
general.
was it?
Huge.
Like
Yeah.
good. Did it go?
No, those
sound?
are
Hissing cockroaches.
yeah, those are Madagascar. Those are Madagascar hissing
I thought they all
cockroaches.
hissed.
No, those are very specific ones from the jungle. And so,
Now I know.
which is crazy. I guess the house is very old, and cockroaches, all they need is a very small space to get in. They squeeze in little crevices and
Time I
crevices.
found the house centipede. It was so big, and I read that they can crawl up through drains or crawl in through cracks.
So-
that thing is like this big.
Yeah, someone's saying, Alex, what? Covered in spiders? Yeah, I'll explain that one. So, that was very terrifying because I was like ready to go to bed. I was like, "Meh," and I was like, ah!
When
This is the
something
thing.
happens like that, when you're tired and feeling vulnerable, it's even more scary. It's like when my fire alarm went off 3 times in the middle of the night and it hasn't gone off since then. I feel like it was a fucking
I
ghost.
don't feel any more vulnerable. It wasn't good that I was naked, because I was. Don't be naked when this happens. So like, I'm like, I have to kill this roach, but
That
first I have to
doesn't
put on
matter to
pants
me.
because I am not like, in a strange occurrence if a roach crawls up my leg and like latches onto my penis and I have to smack it against. Actually, that'd be a really funny like new slapstick comedy thing if you're trying to kill a roach, but it crawls up onto your dick and you start punching your dick or smashing it against the side of your armoire. But I wasn't gonna have that happen, so I covered up myself with some pants and I was like, I gotta kill this thing. But I didn't want to step on it because I didn't want to like get like the stepping on the roach. So I got my Swiffer and I just smashed it with the
Holy
Swiffer over
crap.
and over again. I put on 96 Quite Bitter Beings by CKY first to really hype myself up because I feel like if you're gonna kill something, put on some like hardcore, some
You know
cool
what
metal.
I did with the centipede?
What?
I didn't kill it. I captured it and I threw it outside because I couldn't even think past killing it. For whatever reason, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna kill something that big. The only thing to do is release it.
Yeah, I crunched the fuck out of it.
Did you take a shoe? Oh, a Swiffer.
A Swiffer, yes. I put a shoe on a Swiffer. I call it a shoofer, and that's how I kill bugs. Actually, wouldn't have been a bad idea. It's kind of shaped like a foot. So I stomped it, and I was like, fuck, I got to get rid of this dead roach body because I don't want like
Yeah.
organisms crawling out of it or like other roaches coming and being like, hey, you killed my essay. So I had to, I threw it away, but then I didn't like that I threw it away in my bathroom and it was just always gonna be there. So I'm like, I gotta take this out. So I took the trash bag, I tied it up, and then I went outside. And anytime after night, there's just like spiders that like to, my entire outside of my house until my car is covered with like an overhang of trees. So spiders just like to come down
Woo,
and just
it's like
sit.
the chill in the wind.
Yeah, sit. So like, no, if I go outside at night, I just have to accept I'm gonna be covered in spiders from now. Like I used to freak out, but I just kind of walk through them like spider, spider, spider. I feel a bunch of webs. Like sometimes there'll be a spider on me. I kind of like pick it off. And then like I got back inside, whatever. I like threw the bag out. I sat down and I was putting a Band-Aid on my foot because I stepped on a bunch of Legos and cut myself on Monday's show. And I was like, I gotta fucking dress my wound. And then I went like this, and there's just a spider on my leg, and I was like, Gah! Because again, I'm naked. You don't want to be naked and covered in a spider.
Wah, spiders. I got a little cut on my feet from Legos.
If I put a
Child's
spider on
play.
you right now,
I would freak out.
yeah, exactly. So not only do
doing
I
it
just
over and over again,
I'm
it's like-
skittish about this cockroach, but I have a
Do
spider.
bugs
I mean,
scare? Do insects frighten you? Like, do they make you feel squeamish?
I have a different relationship now that I'm like mostly covered in spiders at night. So
But yes, but you are like naturally kind of frightened of.
everyone is frightened of bugs. People don't like
I don't
bugs
think
because
so.
yes.
No, not everyone. Some people do that for a living.
But I said naturally humans are afraid of spiders for two different reasons.
Okay, what?
Which is
agree, but-
one, I'm about to explain to you some scientific evidence I wrote from a journal.
Scientific?
Yes, humans are scared of things that are erratic that they can't predict patterns of, and bugs usually
Aliens.
are pretty erratic in their movement, and we don't like something that doesn't move in a pattern or direction. They can move in any direction, which is very scary, that we can't predict. So that's very scary.
That's very interesting.
Second of all,
have a
see,
point.
isn't that's
Absolutely
yes, I
right,
made
yeah.
yes, this is instead of just being like you're wrong, and be like I have some evidence. And then we also don't like things that are angular. So anything that has a very long legs, we don't like. We don't like things that are angular. It's very scary because natural
Angular?
beings
Like-
are not angular. Pointy.
Angular, so they've got weird, like, if our arms were like this.
If our arms were always like this, and and they were very long and out to the side, like that weird
Like
Mario. You know
this?
Mario Maker? You know how he can turn into weird Mario, and he's very long and lanky, and he's got weird arms. Like that's scary to us because we don't like things that have very long appendages that are angular. So that's why
Because
naturally
why? Just naturally
we're scared of things that move erratically, and we're scared of things that are long and angular, which is why you probably don't like me.
Okay. You're a human.
Somebody literally just said that, but
That's why Alex is scared of air.
they just this concerns people.
I didn't know that.
Thank you, Nick. So that's why people are scared of spiders. But generally, it's very liberating to kind of just go like, next time you have a bug and you're cool with killing it, it's invaded your space to a point where you're like, this thing must die. Don't just like smash it. Just kind of be like, because that really puts into perspective how much larger you are than them. You could literally just take like a spider, just kind of go like,
Yeah.
and it's exploded. So if you remember that you're just like, and it's dead, you're fine. What's there to be scared of?
But wouldn't everyone kind of be afraid of another person if they're unpredictable and they move in strange patterns? Like,
No, because humans don't do that. If there was a guy who came in here and he was a little bit suspect, you'd be a little bit scared of him. But if he came in and he was doing this,
He was doing if he came in here and he was doing the exorcist back, like
Yes.
down the stairs, crab
why
walk
is that? Why
backward,
is the Exorcist
possessed
scary?
walk?
Because that's not how people normally move.
Yeah, it's
And they look
freaky.
weird and angular and lanky and very fast.
Ring girl crawling out of the well.
We don't like things we can't predict.
Ugh.
I'm actually winded from that explaining. Someone said, Alex, cut the BS. I'm man-spreading, I'm mansplaining.
I got you, boy.
I've just read something about this on an internet
You're
article.
in a safe zone here, so you can do whatever you want. Say whatever you want.
Alex likes to
Do
make up a
whatever
story
you
about
want.
bugs before he kills them. He's twisted in that way, yes. Other than, you've defied my family, and I will drink your
Manspreading.
bugs. I actually just pull the wings off and the legs one by one so they feel.
People do. I remember kids that would do that. Pull the legs off of daddy long legs.
Yeah, those people are now serial killers. Or work at the AMPM.
Oh, I feel so bad.
What?
I think I just pictured it.
I've,
I don't know why.
flying insects, I give a chance.
Why is that though? Why would we give flying insects a chance?
Because I'm just lazy and that's pretty quick. If you open a door or window and you're like, I'm giving you a chance. You may leave. And then I wait a couple minutes and if they don't fly out, I'd be like, okay, now you're in my house. So if there was a guy in my house and they...
That you didn't know. You said,
and I
"Get
didn't know
out.
it, I would
Get out."
probably like leave. And if they didn't leave after 5 minutes, I'd probably start to hit them. So I've given you your chance, smack. Crawling insects are a lot more different because most of the time I feel like they're squatting in my house. They're not even like trying to get out. They're just like, I'm just chilling here. I'm like, you know how much I pay for this place? You can't just squat here. I barely have enough room for me. Don't just set up camp here. Smash. So generally, and like, yes, I should save spiders, but I would have to save it's so much faster just to smash them. So,
I get that. Tiny bugs.
I'm a
smash.
bad person.
I don't think
Black
so.
widows, discuss. Have you ever seen a black widow in real life?
I don't think
I have.
so. Have you?
Yeah.
Someone, Neo Trunks also said that earlier in the chat. Doesn't LA have a crap ton of black widows?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Really?
I've seen them in real life.
Oh, really?
I was just like, oh no, I must leave.
Oh no. You're welcome here. I am not clearly.
It's never been inside one of my
No, I
areas.
must leave.
I've been like, oh, I cannot be here. You have
Oh
won.
no, I must leave.
But in reality,
You have won.
it was like on the wall. I still could have been like, bam, I win.
I like the way you think. It's funny. Do they have red on the back of them?
Yes,
Like
they
they
have
have
the
red-
little hourglass thing.
They black and red?
It's like that song. Yeah, all right, I know what it is. Black and red, black and red. I was like, he didn't laugh the first time. I'm like, maybe I gotta do it twice, and then it worked. Aaron, buy an owl. It'll hunt the bugs for me.
Aaron, Alex, buy an owl. I don't know. It's for both of us.
Yes, that's why I said both our names. Buy an owl. I think like an owl. I don't like birds.
I do, but I get why people don't.
Birds, I guess birds are fine. I don't like anything that I feel is like has a beast brain. I feel like what?
Smelly Pete found a spider in their beard once. How did that get
He just
there?
went, "Nyeh," and he licked it and he ate it.
He thought it was a web for him. He's like, cool, I don't have to do any of the work.
Yeah, he's just living in. He's a squatter. He deserves
oh.
to die. I hope you ate him. So I.
Birds.
Yeah, I don't like anything that has a beast brain. So I met a pig the other day. It was cool. It's kind of like a dog. A pig's kind of like a dog.
Did somebody have a pet pig?
Yeah. I went to a house that they literally bought their house because of their pig. They thought they were buying like a toy pot-bellied pig, but apparently they don't make pot-bellied pigs that small. They don't. You just can't do that.
No, they don't.
So they're huge, and he's like, fuck, I gotta get a yard for this thing to run around. So he got like a house with a nice yard. It was like somewhere way up north, and he had a pig. Huh. He's just kind of walking around looking at people. But it's not like you've seen a cow.
Yeah.
And chickens. Yeah. Those have like dumb lizard brains where they're just kind of existing, and they like, if they had a chance, they would just they'd run over you and murder you. Like if a chicken wanted to,
I
be
don't
like,
think that they're stupid though.
I think there's a difference between something like a pig and something like a chicken. Like there's just a different level of consciousness.
There is, yes. There's
like dogs and cats, different level of consciousness than a fish. A fish doesn't think the same way that those other animals do, and I can't relate to it.
Those are fish, and then those are pigs, and those are sheep.
I feel like every cow should be wearing a helmet. Like they don't have cognitive capacity. They're just like, I have to eat and shit and exist.
Should too.
But a horse is different because you think a horse thinks. A cow is just big and dumb.
Horses are cowards. Horses get scared of mailboxes, and so they have to train them to not get afraid of. I'm serious. They walk around. To be fair,
you never really know.
And they don't know what's going to happen in the mailbox. Yeah.
I don't trust the postal service.
Horses are, and I think horses have trust issues. You got to build a bond with a horse.
But a cow does not even have the ability to feel those things. I feel like it'll just be stupid all the time. I could be wrong.
It doesn't.
Pigs are smart as dogs. Yeah. T-Rex is basically an oversized chicken. Cows are real dumb. So I know I'm cherry picking,
Horses are kind of dumb too.
Fair enough. But
so as smart as dogs? I didn't know that.
But I feel like there's just a different. There's a solid line, and I honestly feel like some dogs walk it. Like there's a certain level. There's a certain size of dog that once you get too small.
Walk the spectrum.
Yes. It's not a spectrum though. I feel like there's a solid on-off switch, and I still don't like Kevin's dog. I don't know where it lands yet, because right now I can't tell if his dog is very thoughtful and is just a little bit like tired and slow, or if it's just dumb. Because like a Chihuahua generally are just dumb.
I don't like Chihuahuas.
Like you have these little tiny dogs.
Shit-ass, rat-ass, motherfucking dogs don't deserve to be walking around on this planet. I don't like little tiny dogs.
But the second you get like a little bit larger, it's fine. But if you have these little tiny dogs, I feel
little
like
Chihuahua.
They're like one chromosome away from a squirrel.
I believe in a squirrel.
Like they're just not on the same level. There's definitely a step up. Like if you get a little bit bigger of a dog, they're thinking more. They
bigger dog.
They understand more things about the world.
That's true. If I ever got a dog, I always want a big dog. I want a yard dog, and with a house and a yard. I want a dog to be able to run around and like not tricks, but like be tamed and run around and
can take me for rides and
yeah, big dog.
Be my husband.
I met a dog last year that was like almost. It was like about more than half the size of this couch.
Yeah, I always wonder if that's like a weird.
Gigantic.
Like it's probably something more about me. It's like, but why would you want that? Why do you want that? I always think it's like a weird repressed sex thing.
A dog?
Like a large dog.
I grew up on a farm with lots of field area and with sheep and being on a farm. Like we had a dog that was actually had a medium-sized dog too, but like a big dog. So, because I think like. They can run, they stretch their legs, they can play around, they can herd the sheep, yada yada.
Wait, dogs?
A little tiny dog just kind of is like, get a cat instead, keep it inside. I don't know, it just for me.
I just feel like they're harder to take care of. They take up more space.
Big dogs?
Yeah, if they go nuts, they're hard to get under control. You can't like throw them somewhere if you want.
Stuff. Yeah.
So why would you want a dog that you can't even control? It's like the size of a person.
It's like a dog that I can't control.
You said you want a big dog. If you have a dog that big and it gets angry, there's nothing you can do about it.
No, that's why you do breeds, like different breeds of bigger dogs, and figure out what their genetic, like their thought patterns.
Sure, but if it's angry at this other dog and it wants to go over there, you have to be like, well.
Big dog, keep the coyotes away from livestock. Exactly.
Alex, your science is false. To be honest, why would you want a small dog?
Yeah, I don't know why you want a small dog.
I didn't say that either. I was just saying that past a certain point, a dog is just unmanageable.
Yes. A big dog.
Yes, but you could physically move them. You'd be like, you go in the laundry room.
I just like big dogs. I want a big dog.
I think it's like a weird repressed sex thing.
Think whatever you want. Elephant makes a great pet. Elephants are smart. Very intelligent.
Alex was setting Doritos on fire when he was growing up. So when did you have time to learn any of these facts? I read articles. I enjoyed the scientific arts.
Do you like to read?
No. But I do it because I understand the value of it. But I'm like, oh, I can't wait to take an adventure with.
I enjoy reading a lot.
Yeah, let me open up another Harry. No, I can't do it.
I love it.
But I think it's a waste of time.
Oh no.
Especially fiction. I've read nonfiction. I like nonfiction. I think reading fiction is a waste of time.
I think that there are two different people in the
There's
world that
goddamn video games that look like movies where you can do whatever you want. Why am I reading this narrative about this thing that I...
Here's a scientific fact for you. You get the more you read, the smarter you get. Like, or your vocabulary increases. One of the two. Like, you can literally improve your IQ the more you read if you read more often.
Sure.
I thought that was interesting.
But that also, like, that's depending on what you read. If you read a bunch of Harry Potter books, it's not a hard and fast rule. If you read second grade reading Marvin Red posts, you're not going to become a smarter person.
I'm not sure. Maybe. It's just a reading.
Well, you said it like you were a scientist. I know a scientific fact, and you're like, if you read, you will become smarter.
Yeah.
What if you read gibberish?
Then.
What if you read a string of words? What if you read the dictionary?
Yeah, I guess if you're going to read 50 Shades of Grey, you aren't going to get smarter.
Exactly.
That's the worst piece of literature.
If you read a bunch of Dr. Seuss books, are you going to become smart?
Yeah, he's smart. Dr. Seuss was smart. He was not actually a doctor either.
Yeah, but are you going to be a smarter person for reading Cat in the Hat?
You might become really good at poems.
Maybe.
See, and rhymes. Maybe that's why
But
I'm
also
so good
think-
at
I also
rapping,
think- I also-
Alex, because I've read a lot of Dr. Seuss books growing up.
Maybe. If you want to have a Dr. Seuss off, I will come correct.
Dr. Seuss off.
I've written many of
Makes
mine.
me laugh.
Transburgers, Alex thinks having a big dog is a sexual thing. I just think
know,
it's
it's
weird.
very
I think it's that's like, I've said this before, but what about horse girls growing up? You probably had a lot of horse
Horse
girls.
girl.
A girl that is really into like horses, or she
course.
rides horses.
course.
She loves her horse, and she's
Yeah,
always
they had
with her
horse
horse.
camp where I grew up.
There's something up with those girls, I think.
I'm like, what?
I don't know. But they always like their horse a little bit too much.
What's wrong with that?
You
didn't grow up.
Does anyone know what I'm talking about, Nick? Do you know what I'm talking about, horse girls? Yeah, there's like girls that really are into horses.
Like they raise horses.
They raise horses and they're always
Feed them, and they're all like, yeah, they're very.
Read them?
they're very into horses. There's always girls in like people's middle and high schools that are like horse girls, and I don't know why they like horse. I hear about horse people. See, thank you, Lance. I don't know if you're
We had
going
an
to be.
agricultural department at my high school. and
Was it
we-
called 4-H or FFA?
And it's yeah.
Farmers of Agriculture.
But
yes.
it's never
Future
it's never a
farmers in
horse dude.
America or
It's
agriculture. Did you hear that?
Coral's not dead. It's fine.
what
she
just
okay?
happened?
This place is haunted.
What just
I
happened?
told you!
All the panels that are in our whisper room fell almost on Coral. They fell like all around her.
It's the ghost of the
looking
horse
into you?
girl.
Can't
bunch
talk
of-
about the horse girl.
Normally
Wow,
one
I
falls
can't believe
over.
that. I heard
This
that.
is like
That was loud.
5 of them. There were so many.
God, we can't afford to lose a coral.
see. Can I
He's
see?
irreplaceable.
It's
All the wall, all you know,
Are they
all the-
still down?
You know how all the wall panels on the
there were
wall?
7 of them.
Holy
Seven,
shit, I gotta see. Don't touch
Take
them.
a look.
This is
Let's take a look.
definitely haunted.
Okay. Hi, guys.
There's like a bunch of panels in our whisper room, which is like our soundproof room, and they dampen the sound.
Holy
They dampen the sound,
shit.
and they're not affixed at all. They're like stuck into the wall, and like any kind of vibration will maybe cause one to fall off every once in a while. But apparently, all of them came off in a poltergeist style manner, and almost killed Coral. Did not though, and it's fine. Are you taking pictures, Erin?
No.
You good? Okay, let
Yeah.
me talk about these horse girls, because Erin's wrong. They're the girls that always, all their Facebook photos were them with a horse. They really love the horse. They love riding the horse. And I think there's something weird messed up in their brain why they love horses so much. And I don't want to make too many inferences, because I feel like it wouldn't be appropriate. But I feel like there's horse girls. Also, where's she getting these facts about reading? I say one thing about a Reddit article I read one time, and she thinks it's a fact off, and her fact is flawed. Reading makes you smarter. What if you read Mein Kampf? Does that make you smarter? I don't know. Maybe, but what smart is in the eye of the beholder too. What a nebulous term that you just try to throw out there like it's a fact party. Is it Donald Trump? You're gonna go to the White House? You're gonna be the president? No, it's impossible. I don't think she's coming back, I think is the thing I'm trying to say here. So if that's Erin's way of ending the episode, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
No, I said goodbye. I keep turning on and off my mic.
There we go.
I'll come say goodbye. Let's go. I'm tired. I'm fucking exhausted.
Well, I for one enjoy
I don't want to
doing this
argue
and
with
like
you.
your
I don't
guys'
want to talk about horse girls.
I like
I don't
your
want to
guys'
talk about
presence, and I like doing
being
this
smarter
to you guys.
and then insects having a mind of their own and horse women. But yeah, there were like 9 panels off in there.
There's a lot of panels off in there.
And I think it's haunted. So good thing we're getting out of here.
Okay.
One with Alex Correa. I think you like this. Here, go ahead, sign him off. I'll let you
Okay,
go.
I can sign it.
I love you guys.
Okay, bye everyone.
You go ahead and talk. I think I know you like it. It's good.
Erin is very ineffective at being condescending. So if you guys are watching this, thank you guys so much. We are probably going to announce some awesome stuff on Friday's show. If not, you'll know about it soon enough. Big things are happening, and we are going to have a lot of cool opportunities coming up that we're really excited to tell you guys about. We're also, we want to make it clear that we really do appreciate you guys. We have more support on Patreon than we've had recently and ever. And if you are watching this, then you're one of the people. And I would like to thank you because you're one of the reasons we get to do this all the time. And then again, you'll know some real cool stuff about the show coming up. And I think it's going to be very exciting. And hopefully we'll get more friends and people watching these things and our show more often. So thank you guys. Have a good evening. And I'm going to go read to be smarter. Jason, what's your favorite book?
Catcher in the Rye.
Catcher in the Rye. If I read that, I'll become smarter. Which is not true. That guy's such an idiot in the book.
He's a book.
Yeah.
An idiot.
Jason said he's a book.